Hello and welcome all. My name is Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs and I'm coming to you for our midweek live again. It is a very busy week. Again, look, I'm all working up a sweat here and I can't imagine why because it's cold. I have been running around, to be fair, and I'm talking to nobody because nobody's on. Where's the crickets? Crickets, crickets. All right, so here we go. Lovely Jody, beautiful Jody is in the house. Hello, Jody. Lovely to have you here. And welcome. You are first in, first served, best dressed, and the rest of it and all that jazz. Do you like that? It's a bit warm at the moment, guys. Oh, hello. Here we go. Green butterflies in. Liz is in. Hello, hello, Liz. I was meant to message you and I forgot to. But there you go. Lovely to have everyone in today. Anne McSee, beautiful Anne, is in the house. Lovely to have you here. We have a very busy live yet again. Beautiful. Yvonne is in the house. Oh, Yvonne, I'm not sure if it was you, but I need to have a chat with everyone again today about something. And Middle Earthians is here. Middle. You and I have been talking. I'm not happy. We'll talk about it another time, Middle. But not happy. Not that I'm not happy with you. I'm happy with you. Just not happy with postage. Green Butterfly says thumbs up. Thank you. Beautiful Luana, you're in the house, Luana. Here's your gorgeous little heart with the color combination that you, oh, it's a bit floopy flops that you've chosen. But, there's the one that we made a couple of years ago. This is the one I like. I'm going to show everyone in a minute. But thank you, Luana, for your color combination for this week's wreath. And let's go back. What have I missed? I've got Luana. Hi. And you and me both, says Middle. Yes, we're both not impressed. Are we, Middle, hun? We're not impressed. If you want to know why, everyone, we're just not impressed about postage. But we're not going to find out until something happens. So I'm going to talk about it on Saturday's live. But in the meantime, welcome. We've got a lot to discuss. We do have our wreath to talk about today because I've been doing some thinking. Don't you hate it? When I start thinking, things happen. That shouldn't happen. No, but nothing new. Thank God for that because I can't keep up. I mean, lovely to have everyone here. Oh, hello, Ali, lovely to have you here. I can stay for a little bit. It's kind of late where I live at 1 a.m. Well, it's actually only just past 4 p.m. here at Melbourne, Australia, or in Melbourne, Australia, I should say. So, oh, well, at least we can talk to each other all the way from around the world. How cool is this, yeah? And everyone's saying hello. Beautiful, Ali, lovely to have you here. So what I've been thinking of, guys, as you know, I did the balloons for January. They're a bit messy at the moment because I threw them on a table just before the live. And for February, I decided to do that little heart, although I'm going to use this one here, I think. I haven't decided. We'll talk about it in a minute, right? And then I thought for March, we could still use this gorgeous butterfly, right? And then we can also use this guy for St. Paddy's Day. Yeah. Then I thought for April, what did I say April was? This guy here. I can't remember anymore. I'm so confused. But I think it was this guy here. And then there was the beanie, the matching beanie for May. And then also in May, we're going to be doing a crown, which is going to happen this Thursday. Now, the crown was supposed to happen first. Why am I holding this? I'm holding it. The crown was supposed to happen first, but I've been looking at the crown. There are so many colors in it, right? And I'm trying to, well, not so many, but it's very colorful and it's very like, you know, sticky outy and up the top and around the sides. And there's a lot of work involved. So what I'm thinking of doing is just doing a basic crown that kind of looks like a crown. I can't find any purple cotton either to fit or any thinner purple. I've got the real thick purple, but that's way too big. So I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. Let's just catch up with everyone first. I've lost everyone. Here we go. Currently working on the collar for the sweater. Oh, Middle. Thinking about, oh, wait a minute. To keep me from thinking about the problem. Yes, we know the problem. We'll talk about the problem on Saturday, I think, yeah. And everyone's saying hello, what time it is. That's great. I'm sorry, missed you all Saturday. It's lovely to have you, Green Butterfly. We did miss you. I told Anne that you're just so beautiful. We did miss you, yeah. She's such a lovely lady, our Green Butterfly. So there you go. Lovely to have you here today, Greenie. We're just going to call you Greenie, but this is your Green Butterfly. This is your little project, I think, from memory. Yes, I think it is. Everyone's saying hello. 7 a.m. to get my son up and take him to school. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Those are long gone, those days for me. Cheers, everyone. I'm using the, I don't always crochet, but wait, yes, I do. Cheers. All right, I think I was running around just before the live. I have worked up a little bit of a sweat. Where's my tissues? Where's my box of tissues that I always cry with? That's gone missing. My crying tissues. You know my crying tissues? That's gone missing. All right, so forget about it. Don't worry about it. We were supposed to do the crown on Monday, and I couldn't work it out no matter how hard I tried. And trying to find the purple yarn as well, I couldn't do that either. So I skipped it, and then come Tuesday, I thought, you know what? Let's just do the heart. I know what I'm doing with it. So I did the heart Tuesday. Today obviously is Wednesday, the live. I have been working on some patterns today, not a lot, but I've been working on some writing today, which is good. And Thursday we are going to try and take a risk to do the heart, and then on Friday we're going to attach what we have to the wreath. Oh, did I yell? Sorry. 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 Oh, she's silly. Pretty Butterfly, thank you. Ali, we have tutorials here, Ali, for these if you want to make them. They are here on the channel. I just go back. It's this year, so just go back a few videos, yeah. And what have I missed? What have I missed? Yvonne, yes, we're all saying hello. That's lovely. Oh, Melody. Hi, Melody. Lovely to have you here. Where's Franca? You said hi, Franca. I didn't see Franca come in. Did she come in? I don't know. I really should be going to bed, but I miss Saturday's live during spring, so I hate missing Wednesdays too. Well, you can stay for a little while and have a bit of a rest. How's that? Raylene, hi Raylene, lovely to have you here. I've been meaning to message you about something. It's like 3 people I have to message today. What's going on? There's 3 people I have to message. I'm a little bit flustered, guys. I have been literally, I would say, the last half an hour. And especially since I thought to myself, just before the live, I said, you know what, I really feel like a cup of tea. So I made a tea, and it was like, I was running late, so I'm running in and out of here, and I'm here. All warm and flustered. Look at that. So everyone's saying hello. Lovely to have you here, Raylene. We have missed you, hun. We've missed you. We missed Green Butterfly. Who else have we missed? Who did we miss the other day? Oh, lovely Kiki comes in sometimes, but not always now. So we're missing people left, right, and centre, but that's okay. We still love you. Especially you, Raylene. We still love you, hun. Everyone's saying why. Don't worry about why. We just love her. All right. So, sorry, Dad's on the phone. So no tea. Karen, I already got my tea. Yeah. All right, so where was I? Oh, that's right. We're talking about what's happening this week. So the only change was that I was supposed to do the crown on Monday, but I'm going to do it on Thursday and just do something a little basic. I might, if I find something purple. I do have something purple. Wait a minute. I have some of this 8-ply purple. I have some of this left somewhere. This is the purple for the kisslock purse. I have some somewhere. Look at the way I look around the room. I check all the tubs. Don't you love it? Tubs everywhere. All good. He come home Monday. Oh, that's great. Lovely to see that he's back and all feeling healthy. You will be happy to know I've worked on the measurements for the jumper. Yay, way to go, Yvonne. Was it you, Yvonne, who was asking for pricing and how I price my work? Was it you, Yvonne, or was it someone else? I can't for the life of me remember who it was. It will be in a vlog next week. That's all I wanted to mention. She did question me again about a week or so ago, and I've just forgotten all about it. So that wasn't you. Oh, I can't remember who it was, honey. I'm going to have to write her name down next time she asks. Okay. Mary, would you suggest washing and blocking after done the collar? Well, I actually washed and blocked before the collar, and I didn't put that tutorial in. I've got it as a tutorial. I think I might have deleted it, to be honest with you. And then I didn't put it in because the video was way too long, and it was only if you wanted to, and I didn't want to waste anyone's time. But I blocked the pieces before I put them together at the sleeves. Before I put them all together, I had all the pieces, and then I washed and blocked them. Then I did the collar, and I went out and took some photos and couldn't understand why I was so itchy around the neck, because once you wash, you get rid of all the chemicals that in all the dyes and the chemicals that are sitting on it, or the chemicals from the dyes that are sitting on your sweater. They all come off in the wash. But because I hadn't washed the neck edge, I'd only washed the sleeves. So I wasn't itchy here, was I? I was only itchy there. So my suggestion would be to wash your product before you wear it anyways. Even if you're not blocking, you're just washing and hanging it down somewhere on a towel or over a rack or something. I prefer not to hang jumpers over racks because they leave like lines. I've done it before and I don't like it. It leaves like a real stiff line there. Usually I like to hang mine. I've got a rack, to be honest with you. I have a rack in my laundry that's been fitted into the wall. It's like a wash house, its own little wash house hanger. And it's got like the main shelf here, and then it's got all the wires, and then it's got the main shelf there holding it up. I put the whole jumper over the whole thing so it lays out on top of the whole thing. And if it falls in and it's too big and whatever, I put a towel there first and then put the jumper on. It usually sorts itself out. But I would suggest not hanging it over a hanger because you'll get those big lines across here. Yeah, don't do that. A lot of people say pop it on a towel and let it dry flat on a towel. If you've got a blocking mat, let it dry flat on the blocking mat. That usually helps. And I've lost everybody again. I think it was Jan, was it? But I'm also interested in that. Okay, Middle, we'll talk about that in a minute. Fluffy, beautiful Fluffy's in the house. Hello. Everyone say hello to Fluffster. The Fluffster. We nickname everything here in Australia, don't we, Fluff? I might just wash, yeah. Just wash it, lay it out nice and flat somewhere, and just wait for it to dry. It does take a while to dry, you know, it's pretty thick. It's not as thick as some chunky jumpers, but it's still pretty thick. And you know what? I've only ever worn it twice. So I'm starting to think, where am I going? I'm not going anywhere to wear this sweater. I'm stuck in the house. I haven't been going out. I tell a lie. I've been going to the supermarket, grocery shopping. But I mean, you know, do I wear it at the grocery market? No. No. I want to wear it somewhere nice. Anyway, so I will wear it eventually. I'm definitely going to be wearing it at Pipeworks Market when I do the store. And you know what? It's possible that everything's going ahead as planned this time. They're talking about all their council permits and everything have been approved, and there's no other reason why they can't open. So very exciting this time. Very exciting. They better, because I've got to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. You guys don't, because you guys get there at 9. That's the time they open. I think that's the time they open. I'll get all that information closer to the date, but I have to get there at 6 in the morning. I'm back. So it's going to be a very interesting day. A very interesting day, the first day. Send it to me, Mary, and I'll wear it on the plane. No, Karen, I want to wear it during winter. It's winter now. Well, it will be in a couple of days. No, tomorrow will be winter. Is it the 31st today, guys, or 30th in Australia, guys? Sorry, got to go again. All right, Yvonne, we'll catch you soon, hun. We'll catch you soon. Is it the 31st today? I think it's the 31st. Today's the 30th. No? I failed maths. I was going to suggest wearing the jumper at Pipeworks. Definitely going to wear it at Pipeworks. It is the 31st. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Green. Thanks, Middle. So tomorrow's our winter, guys. Winter starts tomorrow for us here in Australia. When does your next season start, or are you presently in it for a while? When does it start? What is your next season? Put it that way. Cheers, everyone. All right. When is your next season? I would love to hear that. Ours is currently going to be winter tomorrow. This time tomorrow will be winter. Apparently we're going to get a 20-degree day. Oh, what? During winter? I don't remember ever having a nice sunny day during winter. Summer starts end of June. Oh, is that right? Okay. Okay. Steph, I thought that when we swap over to winter, you guys swap into summer. In my brain, that's what I thought happens, but apparently it doesn't. You know, sometimes my brain works in mysterious ways. New Zealand is the same as us. Okay, Luana, so you are experiencing winter tomorrow. It's winter. It's coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow. Sorry, guys. All right. So now, what else is I going to tell you? Oh, there's lots to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. The vest, the open V vest that we're going to be making. I've decided, and we're still going to make it. It's okay. We're going to make it. Definitely going to make that first. I've decided to make it just plain. It's going to be one color, you knew anyway. But even the stitch, just a plain stitch. I've been working with stitches and I thought, you know what? We've already got this little fancy guy right here. After that, we're going to have the scrap vest, which will have a whole lot of color in it as well. So I thought, why not? And I don't think we've ever done this. I don't think I've ever made a basic, plain, I don't know, basic stitch all the way through one piece in one color on this channel. I think we've always mixed it from trebles to single crochets, from doubles to half doubles, doubles to singles, change to slip stitches and all sorts of weird things. We've mixed it all up, but this one is going to be just one stitch all the way through. And it's going to be not the way you think it is. That's all. So it's going to look different, but it's basic stitch. So that's all I want to say about the stitch. I only just came up with it last night. I spent all week playing with other stitches and fancy patterns and this and that. And I wasted a week when I thought, why not do this stitch and turn it around? What? Turn it to the side. Turn it that side. What can we do that? Let's try it. And it worked and it looked gorgeous. Well, it did for me. I liked it. So it's a basic stitch and it's going to be one color. I'm going to rearrange this before Saturday because Saturday's live. This Saturday's live. We are going to choose the color combination of our vest. And you know what? When we say live antics will be for something small. But for that vest, we're all going to get together and choose that color. This is the time where you say, no, pick the yellow, pick the green, pick the pink, pick the orange. Da, 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 da. That's the time when you do all that. And I go crazy. So the live may be me standing up. I haven't really decided all. But it'll be a bit of a fun live, something different. Yeah. Yes, New Zealand. Yes. Well, more around 21st of the new season starts. Okay, that's interesting day, isn't it? The Bendigo cotton you sent me would be great, would be good for the newborn beanie and booties. I can't remember if I sent you the 8-ply or if I sent you a 4-ply. If it's an 8-ply, it's a DK weight. I can't remember what ply I sent you. You'll have to find out when you pick it up tomorrow. Yeah. Red, says Karen. Well, you don't know. To be honest with you, I'm opting to take that red down and not put it in the collection. For the simple fact that I do everything in red, as you see. So I thought maybe just for fun, and I got another color I found in my stash the other day I really like. I'm going to pop it. They're all going to be on the shelf. All the colors that you will see that I'm going to choose and that you're going to choose with me will be on that shelf. And we're going to do, you know what we'll do? What's it called when you take the last thing out that you just did? So take off the red. Process of elimination. That's it. We're going to do a process of elimination. We're buffering, are we? Oh, no. Is anyone else buffering or is it just Karen? I hope it's not me. If it's mine, then it's going to be a very short live. I want to be a big live. I'm going to have my tea just in case. Just find out whether you're buffering, whether I'm buffering, everyone. We're at 24, yes. It's not for you, okay? Oh, it's only for Karen then. Karen, it must be yours, hun, this time. Middle, to answer your question about that, the next one's not happening until we reach 25,000. That's a long way away, hun. But I do little spot surprises, as you know. And these are for those people who really, really pop in a lot and do a lot for the channel. It's not all the time, but do a lot for that month or those 3 months or those 4 months. They can't always do it all year, but they can do it for those 3 or 4 months or whatever it is. They're called spot surprises. They're the ones I like to, I see you on all the time and I think, oh, that one again, that person, this person, that. I even whisper it too because I don't want anyone to know. And so I just decide to make a little pack up or something small or a pattern or whatever, and I send it to them. And we do a spot surprise there. That happens when I want to give back to one of my subscribers who put in a lot for me. But then we have the main big surprises like that 20,000 or 25,000, 30,000, and so on and so on. Fine with Raylene. Luana says no good there. Good with Liz. Everyone's okay. It must be Karen. Oh, Noni, I've been wanting to message you. Oh my gosh, dear, beautiful, lovely, sweet Noni. Hello. Noni Noor. Hello, darling. How are you? I've been wanting to message you back. She messaged me such a long time ago, and I said, I'll message you in a minute. And I forgot all about it. I'm so busy today, guys, these days. So busy. Okay, I couldn't remember being your lefty. I have to keep track. Yes, you do, Middle. So Noni Noor, beautiful Noni Noor, lovely to have you here. I've got so many people who've messaged me. I just haven't had time to reply. So bear with me, guys. Missing you all. I'm missing you too, hun. Hope everything is okay with you, Dal. I will message you eventually. Give me time. Oh, beautiful Noni. All right. So it's going to be a very interesting last week of the wreath. It means that we would have caught up for the wreath for January, February, March, April, May. Then we start in June again for one product only that goes on the wreath. So we've got all of June to pick one day to make a wreath project. So we've actually caught up with all that work for the wreath, meaning, drum roll, we can get on with our very next project. However, we do have the lining to the little blue bag that I want to pop on, which will be one day next week. I'm going to do a video vlog one day next. I've written it all down. Put it this way. Monday, we're doing a short. Tuesday, I'm leaving free for pattern writing. I want these items up on the website. I'm determined to get them on. I used to do pattern writing every Tuesday, and I stopped for some reason, and I can't. Maybe it just got so busy on the channel. But I'm going back to pattern writing. So Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to spend the days pattern writing. You'll get a short on Monday. You might even get a short Tuesday. Maybe you'll get a bit of a funny short, me trying to work out how to do pattern writing. You might. Wednesday will be our live as normal. And Thursday, we're doing the lining for the bag. Friday, we are doing a video vlog. In that video vlog middle, this concerns you, and the lovely Jan, I'm assuming it was Jan. Someone said it was Jan. I'm not sure. I can't remember. If it was Jan, yay. We are going to talk about, in that vlog, we're going to have 5 minutes of me talking about what's happening the next week or so with the new projects coming up now that we've caught up. And we're going to do the pricing. Now, I'm going to show you 2 ways of pricing, and it's up to you which way you want to pick. The one that I use is a little bit, it's not difficult. It's a lot of mucking around, and you really have to know your figures to do it. All right. But there is going to be both ways there. Oh, beautiful Angela's here. Hi, lovely Angela. I saw something on Instagram that I like very much. You are a very good seamstress or a very good sewing lady. I'm very impressed. I haven't had a chance to message you about it or click like or anything. I just saw it before I got on and went, oh, look how good Angela is. If anyone's on Instagram, you should check out what Angela's made. It's beautiful. Or making. Oh, good. I'll keep an eye out for it. It's happening Friday week. Not this Friday, the Friday coming after that. So on Monday, we'll have the short. I'll do pattern writing Tuesday, so no YouTube. Wednesday will be the live. Thursday will be the lining to the bag. And Friday will be that video vlog telling us about, obviously, the vest coming up soon. And also about the pricing and how you work out pricing for your project. Now, I only know 2 different ways. If there's another way, someone else can let me know. That's fine. I know the 3 times and then the calculations my daughter does. Now, I really, even though I know, I still get her to do it. because she's better at it than me. I look at numbers and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that number? And it's like 2 or something. And it's like, oh, what is with that number in my face? What does it mean? And and you know, it's really sad because I need the numbers for what I do. It's really sad that I'm like that. But it doesn't matter. So I will get it right before the video, I hope. I'm going to get my daughter to watch it first before I upload it. So she can see if I've done it right. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Come on, get serious, Mary. Get serious. Oh, Ali, you're going. Good night, Ali. We will see you soon. You're pretty much up to date with what's happening for the rest of the week. We are doing the crown Thursday, and on Friday we're attaching everything to the wreath. So get excited about that, and we'll catch you soon, Ali. But otherwise, for the rest of us who are still here, we're going to talk about... I don't want to say too much about the vest. I want to leave it for Friday. I'll leave it for Friday week. But I'm hoping that you look at it and think, oh, it's just so simple. But yet, it might be nice. You know, you might like something simple for a change in reference to having to, you know, count stitches across and change colors and fancies, and just let's bring it back a little bit and do something simple and help the new crocheter to make themselves a beautiful little vest that they can wear. I'm going to put it to you though, guys. Do you want to see a vest with buttons or a vest to just sit there, something like this? Now you guys need to tell me this, because I will do either way. I'm happy either way, right? But I do like the idea of having buttons. But I don't want to put that into your head. It's just so funny. One button says middle, just in front like that. Oh, okay. Then I better write this down. What does everybody want to see? Because I want to start. I know what I'm going to do. To design, it's not an issue. It's just getting the figures right, right? That's... figures and numbers, they drive me batty. Do you want to see buttons or just one button, or do you want to see like a strap, a string? I don't personally like strings, but that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. You may like strings. What do you want to see on your vest? I will talk about this on Saturday as well. Do you want to see buttons? Do you want to see threads? So Jan wants to see buttons. Middle wants to see one button. We'll say, I'll put here one button, or just buttons in general, and I'll decide how many to put on. It depends on how high up I do the V and how low I do it. What I was working with yesterday, I was working with a color, and I thought I'd like for the V to come a little low, but then I want to put a border on it, so it might come up a little bit higher as well. So everyone's saying we've got 2 buttons. We've got 1 for one button and 2 for buttons in general. Okay, that's good. At this stage, we'll see. We'll talk about it again on Saturday and get everybody's opinion. If you are on now and would like to give me your opinion on what you would like to see on the vest, please let me know. Either one button or a few buttons, or a strap, or whatever. One button, says Anne. She says 1. You've got 2 1s and 2 2s. 2 1s and 2 2s. 2 1s, 2 2s. So let me know what you want to see. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, let me know what you want to see on your vest. No strings, otherwise whatever the group decides. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 for 1 and 1 for 2 for you, Karen. Yeah. Green Butterfly says buttons. So she's having more buttons. So 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons and 3 1 button. We'll keep it open on Saturday as well. But if you're here and you would like to let me know, let me know. I can't join Saturday. Is a zip possible? No, Fluffy. We won't be doing zips. Not on the... I find them... They're terrible looking. Did I say that out loud? I find them... Maybe one day I'll try it on cotton, or maybe, I hate to say the word, but a more stiffer thread. I find zips, they bubble with soft thread, and they bubble with acrylic. I need something that's a real stiff thread for that zip to stay still. I don't know if you know what I mean. The softer the thread, they kind of bubble. It really doesn't... The zip doesn't look that crash hot. Buttons, we've got 2 more buttons here. So 1 and 2. So we've got 6 buttons and 1 button for 1 button, and 6 for 2 buttons. More more than one button. And one zip. I'll put down zip, but I don't like the idea of it. Heads up there. Probably won't get many people who'll say zip, because if they do, if you're using the average yarn, then they do like bubble. I don't know if you know what I mean. It's like, how can I explain it? You zip it up, and because it's soft wool, it kind of goes like this. I'm trying to find a way. The zip kind of sticks out in front. Looks like you've got a spare one of these in front. You like that? It's a little too much information. But looks like you got an extra one of those in front. I don't even know why I said that. But it does look a bit odd if you don't find the zip to suit the material. And I have tried even the dress, you know, the fancy invisible zips. I've tried them, and they come up a bit as well. Leave it with me. One day we'll play with it, but I'm just not going to take that risk right now. I don't want to say yes, zip, and then I try it and it looks terrible. Now that you have explained, if I see what you mean, I don't need an extra spare. I don't need an extra spare either. I don't need a spare one of those. How many do we need? I mean, really, seriously. But I can't believe I'm talking about that. But this is why it's an over 18 channel. But it does tend to stick out in front, and it does look a bit odd. Now, I don't know, maybe it's just the way I've done it. Maybe it's the way I've sewn them on. But I've done them in the past, and they stick out a little bit. I will have a play with it one day. I will. And actually, you know, in fact, don't go away. I'll show you what I mean. Because remember when we made... Oh, there goes the spider. Remember when we made this zip? Yeah, have a look at it. This zip, this pouch. Have a look at it. It's bubbling up even on this pouch because this yarn is soft. We made this pouch on the channel, and this thing is really bubbling up because the yarn is soft, and I didn't want to get that because of the dust. I haven't dusted up there. But you know what I mean now by looking at that? I've lost the spider. I'll have to get it after. I've lost him. It's Karen's spider. It's not a real spider, guys. There's not a real spider up there. To verify that. It's not a real spider. So you know what I mean? It kind of bubbles a little bit. So look, leave it with me. One day we'll play with it. I think right now I'm not going to attempt it. It is buffering, is it? Oh, is it just buffering for Liz, or is it buffering for everyone now? It must be me. Could it be me? We're only half an hour in too. Oh, if it buffers and cuts me off, I'll cry. No, I won't. I really won't. I'll just go back to work as I do. That's still good on your end. Okay. You're okay. Yes, thank you. I don't know if anyone heard overseas, but Melbourne had a little tremor, earthquakey thing the other day, and we were so close to the main shake that our house literally, we heard a crack, like a massive crack inside, and we were just panicked. We jumped up, all of us, we were awake. It was 10 to 12 or something, 20 to 12, 21 to 12 or something like that, midnight, close to midnight. And I jumped up because I thought, oh my gosh, the house is broken in half. It literally went crack and down again. And I thought, no, that would have been the foundations underneath that just cracked in half. No, you didn't hear that. Yes, we had one. It was, I think it was either 3.8 or 4 point something. I don't know which one. But it was pretty bad around here. We were so close to the main damage. So we were close to it that it was so bad here that it made me nervous. I literally thought we were going under. I thought the way it sounded, it was so loud, epicenter, that's the one. It's so loud that it literally, we heard a crack under us. I felt it under us. I thought, oh my gosh, what was that? We're going under. But we survived, obviously. And we won't know how much damage that did until it starts raining. Because we looked everywhere. We looked around the houses. We looked around on the ground, you know, inside the house. We looked outside. We couldn't see anything on the roof, but we didn't really go on top of the roof. We just sort of like from a distance. We actually, the actual noise itself sounded like someone had driven a car through our house. So we assumed, because our front yard is on the other side of the house and we're on this side, so we both ran out. We all ran out. All three of us ran outside, and we looked to see if anybody else had, if there was a car there or something. But it wasn't. It was literally the earthquake. So yeah, it was well, it's not an earthquake. It's called a tremor. But we had a mini earthquake. It was kind of like a mini earthquake, and it was pretty scary. For the first time, it was scary. Last time it was a bit scary because it was lighter, but it went longer. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is going a little bit too long for my liking. And then it went long and it's kept going and going. But this time it was quick, but it was so bad that it scared me worse than having it longer. I don't know if it makes any sense. Like it was bang, 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 bang. It was just so fast, so quick that it really did scare us. Yeah, it really did. But anyway, we survived. We're here. We're here. Yeah, we're here. The authority did not have it checked. The authority did not have it checked. Okay. My roof tiles moved. Oh, did they? Maybe that's what happened to ours, Liz. I don't know. I can't see them. Oh my gosh, glad you're okay. We're okay. There's a lot of people up near an area called Sunbury that weren't okay. They had a lot of damage done in their area, but no one was hurt and there was no major damage. It was just massive cracks in roofs and walls and things like that. Just lurking here. Hi, it's Claptrap. I think that is. Film Saver is Claptrap. I'm trying to remember Claptrap. We were watching the Grand Prix and Dad did notice it. I didn't notice it. I did. It was loud. It was loud and really quick, really fast, but more damage would have been done had it stayed on a bit longer. You slept through an earthquake once. Oh my gosh, no. That's unusual. You must have been young. I had no idea it was that bad. Must have been scary. It was bad here. I don't know where you are, and I don't know where other people are, but right here, it was pretty bad. And my first impression was great. The roof or the ground, the tiles underneath, not the tiles, the cement, concrete cement under the house has cracked in half because it literally felt like it cracked, and the sound was like it cracked. But I haven't heard anything yet or seen anything, so who knows. Oh, you were young. Hello, Corinne. Corinne, lovely to have you here. You are a little bit late, darling. We're ready to go to sleep. No, we're not. We're still here. We did have some connection issues, but it wasn't on my end. It was on other people's end. So there you go. So, yeah, that was our little mini earthquake that we had here, but that was pretty scary. And I noticed that they're happening more often, which is even worse. Yeah, it's even worse now. So fingers crossed that we stay safe. Oh, what? Cheers. Oh, well, you have to live here. Live every day. That's what I say. Live every day. All right. So that's that. We've talked about, since some more people have got on, I was asking before about buttons on our vest. Do you want to see one button on the vest or do you want to see a few buttons? Depending on how long I make the front. I haven't worked out the front area yet. We do want it V, which is what everyone's saying. There was one in Auckland today. Oh, was there? Luana, where are you, Luana? You're from New Zealand. Luana, where are you, hon? Are you still on? I didn't hear about the one in Auckland, but I haven't heard the news today, Raylene. By the way, I've started packing. Karen, she's going on a cruise. Lovely girl. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. I didn't hear about the one. Oh, you're from Wellington. And you wouldn't have heard anything then at all. You wouldn't have felt anything. No? What's going on? The world's cracking up. First we had Turkey. Remember Turkey? Poor Turkey. The amount of damage that was done there. Oh, it's all over the place. The world is cracking up. And now they're happening, there's a few places it's happened since Turkey, I think, as well. There's quite a few countries it's happened. The world is cracking up. We're cracking up, guys. It's our ozone layer. It's our ozone layer. We can whinge all we like. It's not going to help the world. It's not going to stop the world from cracking up now, is it? Can't do much about it now. We're going down, guys. We're about 8 or 9 hours from Auckland. Okay. Turkey and Syria, that's the one. Yeah, I knew one of them was. I knew Turkey. I knew about Turkey, but there was more than the Turkey and Syria. There was someone else somewhere else. Was there one in India somewhere recently? I'm sure there was. Like a minor one somewhere in India. Or maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. Anyway, I don't know. Andrew and I were talking about it the other day. My son and I were talking about it. We were having a bit of a discussion. And he was trying to do his maths about, who's going to be next. Yeah, he was going, well, this part of the world got copped it. Now it's coming around this way. It's come down here. It's going to go across here. It's going to start going up again. This is Andrew's theory. I don't know. I don't know. It's like pot luck, really. Someone puts a little coin in the fountain. That one there, that's the one who's got it, Yeah, it's not a good thing to have pot luck in that area, is it? No. Anyway, let's get back to some fun. Why did we get so sad? I got so sad. Let's get back to what we're talking about, guys. With the vest, for those of you who just popped on, with the vest, do you want to see a vest with one button, or do you want to see a vest with more than one button? 2, 3, 4, depends on how low cut we want our vest to be. I don't think we'll have a lot of buttons on it. And I don't know how do you want the vest to come really low, or do you want just a normal size, average size vest? These are all options that I'm happy to do myself, but I want your opinion, because at the end of the day, you guys have got to like what you see. You guys have to make it. You guys want to wear it. So I'd rather that you are happy with the vest as well. I would make it the way I like. And that would mean the vest coming down a little bit to there, and then adding a little border, rows, maybe, rows. 1 or 2 rows, one or the other. Japan, Puerto Rico, and Philippines. See, I knew there wasn't just us, Anne. I knew it, baby cakes. I knew it. I knew we weren't the only ones. I prefer a low neck with one button under the bust area. Okay, but it's, there's options for everyone too. Okay, so everyone needs to agree or come to some sort of terms. It sounds like a business plan, a business proposition. Right, here we go. I'm the judge, and we're all going to sit here, and I'm going to put the hammer down, and I'm going to use that voice too. I don't know. I'm just making it sound exciting. But we do have, so far, we have 6 buttons. 6 people for buttons. 3 people for one button. And now we want to know how far down we want our vest to go. Do you want a very, very low cut vest, or do you want just an average size vest? I'm just giving my suggestion. You are middle, and you're the only one, hun, so I may as well just take your suggestion. No one else is helping me here. I may have to just make my own decision and put out a skirt or something. I'll bring out a singlet top instead. I'll bring out the patch, not the patchwork, what do you call it? The scrap vest. No one's giving me their answers. I feel like a teacher in the classroom. Anyone. And the average. Okay. So you like it to come down like there, and that's fine, because that's usually where the vests are. They come, that far down. Average, everybody's happy for average. We've got middle, who likes it really low, and we've got, well, I say really low, but low, and we've got everybody else who likes it average. So 2 for average V. I'm trying to think of how to make it. Not too low. Want to keep me warm in winter. Okay. So 2 for average, and 1 for, 3 for average, sorry, and 1 for low V. Average V, low V. All right, that's okay. We'll keep the options open also for Saturday. Luana likes it average. Thank you, darling. Average is good. Average is good. We've got another one. Who else? I'm surprised I'm the only one talking, and I have my hands full. You certainly do. I can't wait for you to finish off your ribbing to your sweater. I can't wait for you to post a picture of yours up when it's done. I'm so looking for. I've been following you so long. I've also been following someone else who's on. I don't know if she wants me to say her name, but I've been following her as well. So I've been following the both of you, and I just cannot wait to see your finished product. I so cannot wait. A high V, says Green Butterfly. Oh, we've got one high. Oh, okay, so we've got a high, we've got a low, a high, and an average. Now we're getting somewhere. We've got 3 different. You're going to confuse me now, guys. And you know what I'll do is I'll take the one that's popular demand. Yeah, so don't think I'm not taking yours or anything like that. I just take what everybody else is kind of saying is. yay or nay to. We've still got Saturday as well to find out what people are saying on Saturday. Cheers again. Oh my gosh, this is a cold tea. I've got to get one of those, you know, one of those things is like a cup warmer thing. Someone told me about them. Who told me about them? Someone online here it was. I'll remember in a minute. I can't remember who it was. I will remember. She mentioned that you can get like a little, you plug it in and it put your cup on it and it keeps your cup warm. it's electric, obviously. So I might have see if they got one of those because that would be good fun. Keep my cup nice and warm. I could have nice warm tea all the way through the live. What I need is a pot right here with the hot tea and just pour in half at a time. That's a good idea. I'll burn myself. I'm so clumsy. I'll burn myself. I will. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right. So that's what's happening with the vest, guys. Not this Friday, but next Friday, you'll get the full details of what's going to happen with the vest. And the reason it's happening next week is because we are doing our kind of like a group live antics this week here. I'll have this whole shelf here with all the yarn that I have in stock that should be enough for the vest. I'm going to play around more with it until Saturday. Come Saturday when we choose a yarn color here, I'll already know how much yarn roughly how much yarn we will need. And I'll give you a rough amount because I don't know until I really work on it. But I can give you a rough amount of how much yarn you will need. And you'll know that hopefully by Friday week coming. Not this Friday, next Friday, and then the week after that, we start the vest. We hope. Well, I hope to get the sizing right. Don't forget, guys, this is something that I've done vests before, so the sizing won't be an issue, but it's a different pattern, so I've got to change the sizing to suit that pattern. So it's going to take me a little while. So until I find out the colors I need, which will be Saturday, I won't know exactly what we're doing for sizing. Because each yarn is different, each hook size for the yarn is different. If you choose an acrylic on me, and I use the acrylic, that will come out differently than the wool. We've done this before. We've done a swatch before online, and I did a swatch with 3 different yarns, the cotton, the acrylic, and the wool, and they all came out differently. I had to use different hook sizes. I think I used a 4.5 millimeter hook and a 4.5 millimeter hook. A 4.5 millimeter hook for the cotton and the wool, and a get it right, 4.5 millimeter hook for the cotton and the acrylic, and a 5 millimeter for the wool for a 10 ply, an Aran weight or a 4 weight yarn. They were all 4 weight yarns, yeah, and I literally had to change hook size to make them match the same gauge. Goes to show that each yarn is different. Each yarn will take a different hook size, even though it says a 4 millimeter hook or a 5 millimeter hook. When you do the gauge, you think, oh my gosh, Mary's didn't work out like mine. So make sure we're going to do the gauge before we do the vest. We'll start you off with the gauge, and then we'll come back and we'll do the vest. Maybe we could do the gauge in another vlog before we start the vest. And then the next day we'll start the vest. I'll think about it. We'll see how long the start of the vest takes. It might take a little longer than, yeah, the start of the vest might take a little longer. I'm not sure because I haven't worked out what I'm going to do first. I'm mucking around with the front panel just to see what a front would look like, because the back panel will be one big piece. It'll be easier to work out, yeah? So I'm mucking around at the moment with a front panel to try and work out how I want to design that front area, which it won't be a very difficult design because it's a basic stitch, yeah? Let's go back. I don't like high V-neck lines, lol. I get claustrophobic. I get you. That's okay. Did you know that actually made Eve, I'm not sure what you mean there first. Oh, God, I think you mean. But he gave her 3 tips. She complained that it kept getting in, in the way. So he took, I don't know what you're saying here, took it and something and threw it away. Eve then complained that she was lonely and all other animals had a partner. So God said, Where did I throw that useless? Oh, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying that online. You naughty girl. I know. I'm in the corner. You so are in the corner. You're such a naughty girl, Karen. What's going on, honey? We've got an alarm going off at the moment. It's an explosion. No, it's not an explosion. That's my sauce. It's my sauce. It's ready. We're having dinner early tonight, which is a good thing because if we eat late, we get sick in the tummy. Oh, Franca's in the house. Hello, Franca. Lovely to have you here. We have not seen you for a while either. We were just saying how we haven't seen certain people for a while, and you're one. And Kiki comes in occasionally, but she's working very hard lately. I know that. There's been a few people off, but they're all back on again. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. The channel has been very quiet, I've noticed. Even the views on the channel, it's very quiet at the moment. So everybody's busy having a life. And we're busy having earthquakes here. You're having lives and we're having earthquakes. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. All right. So, yes, everyone's saying hello to Franca. Everyone's saying hello. Hello, Franca. Glad to see you, Franca. Everyone's looking forward to seeing you. So you've been missed, Franca. And you've come in just in time. We're talking about our V-neck vest, the open vest that we're going to make. Not now. We're going to be a couple of weeks away before we make it, but we're just talking about it at the moment. It's been on the cards for a long time, and it was supposed to happen after that sweater right there, but I wanted to catch up with all of the these things. The wreath. I couldn't get it out. The wreath project. Yeah. And we're so far, we're up to date. We'll be doing the crown on Thursday, and then we'll be attaching everything on Friday. I was filling in for Marty. I know. You're very cheeky, Karen. Karen. What's happening? You want to go on this holiday so bad that you've just become so cheeky. So Franca's saying hello, and everyone's saying hello back to you, Franca. Or they're saying hello to you first. And then you can say hello back, hello back. There you go. All right. So the other thing I wanted to mention, if you didn't know this already, and I've mentioned it a few times, and you're only joining us new after a while, Pipeworks Market will be happening on the 17th and the 18th of June. That's a Saturday and the Sunday in the middle of June. And for 4 weekends in a row, I will be there, which means no Saturday live for 4 weeks. But that's okay. What I'm going to do, next Friday, I'm going to be doing another scheduled live. That's going to happen next Friday. Then what I was thinking, instead of deciding whether to do a Monday live or a Friday instead of the Saturday, I thought, why not do Monday one week, Friday the next week, Monday the other week, Friday the next week, that kind of thing. Why not do that instead and give Fridays a chance and Mondays a chance, just during our 4 weeks that I'm off at Pipeworks Market. Now, I've been going through so many tubs, and there is so much stuff that I've forgotten I even made on the channel. I forgot that I created not just that on the channel, but created things and shown you on the channel, but not created on the channel. And there's so many things in my tubs that I created a long time ago. I have been doing smaller items as well this week, little items that, you know, if people can't afford to purchase the larger products, they can get something smaller, and even something cute for the young ones I've been looking at as well. I don't want to get too much into amigurumi. There might be a couple of little items there for sale for amigurumi, but I really don't want to get into that. I know it's the way to go. Everybody talks about amigurumi, but I just don't want to do damage to my hand. It's already a little bit sore, and I don't want to put pressure on it. So there probably will only be a few little things for sale for children. There'll be a lot of bags. I've got a lot of bags that I've created in the past. I've got a couple that I created recently. So there's a lot of bags that will be on sale that the young ones can purchase. And also, I noticed when I went to Bendigo last year, a lot of the young ones purchased the coaster kits, and they made, you know, young ones who can actually crochet were making the coasters, and they were making the coasters from the kits, and that had the pattern, the hook, the scissors, the sewing needle, and the yarn, and it wasn't very expensive, and they were really enjoying making the coasters. So they will be there. Those packs will definitely be there. I still have them left from Bendigo anyways. So they will be there definitely. And I'll probably do up a few more the week before. So they'll definitely be there. There may be some yarn that I won't use that I got from, I don't know, trying to think of, I've been going through tubs, some of the old cotton that I didn't really like. I find it too thick for me. A lot of the cotton I use is either 8 ply or 10 ply. That came across as like a 12, even though it was a 10 ply. It came across as 12, it's a bit super thick. I won't use it, so I'm selling that. There's a lot of yarn that I'm going to sell, a lot of skeins that I won't ever use, ever. And so I thought, you know what, let's just clear it out. Let's get rid of some yarn. So if you're looking for yarn, and you get to the market on the Saturday, you get first choice of what yarn I have there. There won't be any Bendigo yarn, sorry. I won't be selling Bendigo because I love my Bendigo, you know that. Plus, I have allocated most of those Bendigo yarns. You see they're allocated to the vest, to the sweater that's coming up, to lots of things, lots of things. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, she just can't keep her mouth. Zip. Can't keep it quiet. All right, so where have you been? I've missed you. Everybody missed you. Yes, everybody's missed Franca. I'll be away for the first 2 pipe works. You never know, there might still be yarn left. Karen, you lucky ducky, have fun. Yeah, she's going to enjoy herself. Middle, I haven't missed. Oh, don't be naughty, Franca. She's already ready to go into the corner, Middle. Can you believe her? She's already being naughty. What are we going to do with her? She comes on, first 2 minutes and she's naughty. What are we going to do with her? What? All right, so that's what's happening with the vest. A couple of weeks away before we start it. So give me about a week or so to create it. Maybe longer, you know, fingers crossed. I am actually working, if you didn't know this, I'm working 7-day week at the moment because I'm preparing for Pipeworks as well as here on the channel. So bear with me if things don't come up in time. There will be that occasion where you'll get smaller videos or shorts. They are the days that I'm going to be inundated, and it's usually going to happen on a Monday. Maybe we'll do the live on one of the lives on the Monday. When I don't do a live on the Monday, I'll do the short on the Monday. When I don't do the live on the Friday, I'll do the short on the Friday. And so we will just juggle it a little bit for those 4 weeks. So just bear with me. It will be a very long 4 weeks for me, but you'll still get projects on the channel. This is first point of call, as you guys know. So you'll still get your projects on the channel. They just take longer to go up, but they're coming. They'll come. They'll just, you know, either one day or the next day. Oh, we missed the next day, or we'll just do it the next. That sort of thing. There will be no uploads on the Wednesday and the Sunday. That never happens, unless on the Sunday I used to upload the surprise results. If it was only like a minute's worth of talk, I used to say, right, so and so's, you know, I used to do that on a Sunday, but I don't do that anymore. So I just literally do that. Surprise results only ever comes up on Fridays. It's a lot easier, and I spend the weekend getting sooky and la about it. I get really sulky about it. So there you go. I'll be here next week, but not the Saturday the 10th. Ah, already. Oh, Middle, don't you know it? Oh, yes. What are we going to do with her? What are we going to do with her? Yes, Karen is going on a little bit of a venture. Lucky Karen. But you know what, Karen? You take your break and you really enjoy that, because why not? Why not? Why not? That kind of thing. So there you go. Take that break and enjoy it. Now, what else are we going to talk about? The lining to this bag too. That may be postponed for a while. The blue one's definitely going up. So that'll definitely go up. Oh, I'm so glad I couldn't find the sewing needle. Here it is. I've been looking everywhere for it. Oh, that's right. I didn't like it anyway because it was too thick. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll get rid of that. That's too much information for everyone. Too much information, but there you go. So we're definitely doing that lining, but that's going to, I still haven't worked out whether it's going to be by sewing machine or whether it's going to be by hand. I said sewing machine, but if nobody wants to see sewing machine, I'll just do it by hand. I won't even need to do it by hand. I'll tell you guys to just do it by hand. It's the same as the other one. The only difference is this one's going to have a smaller handle. The green one I made to have a smaller handle on it. I think when I did the tutorial, I showed you the green one with a larger handle. I think from memory, I can't remember. But that's going to be a smaller handle, only because I'm run out of that yarn and I don't want to make it too big. But we've got the blue bag with the larger handle. That's going to be the tutorial you will see on what day? The Thursday, next Thursday. So next week, on Monday, you'll have a short. On Tuesday, I'm going to be busy all day doing pattern writing, so there'll be no tutorials. Oh, sorry, got to go now. Ciao. Oh, bye, Karen. We'll catch you soon, hun. So on Tuesday, we will be doing nothing because I'm doing pattern writing. This is next week. Wednesday is a live. Thursday, you'll have the lining to the bag. And Friday, I will do the vlog regarding the vest. But this Saturday, guys, don't forget this Saturday, you get to choose a color combination of the vest. It's going to be exciting. And it's going to be a one color. No color change in it. Not like this. Nothing like this. We're going to have a basic stitch, but it's going to be a little different. It's exactly the same. There's nothing difficult about it. The brand newcomer to crochet will be able to make this vest. So simple. So simple. Yeah. All right. That's that. That's that. Oh, what time are we on? It's only an hour. Shall I go to sleep or shall I keep going? Oh, I wanted to show everyone. Oh, no, I've left it in the other room. Oh, well, I'll talk to you about it on Saturday. I don't want to bring it up if I haven't got it here. It's in the other room. I'm not going to talk. I've got a lot of stuff that I opened up. I opened up a lot of the boxes that have stuff to sell for Pipeworks. And I found old things and I wanted to show you guys some of the old things. I might show you on the video vlog actually Friday. That might be better. It's something to put on the video vlog. On the video vlog, you're going to get the my version of what, there's two versions, but my versions of how I think, this is the way I price my work, right? But how I think would be a good way to price your work. Now, you don't have to use those versions at all. These are just ideas in the way that I price my work. Before my daughter was pricing it for me, I was just doing it times three, which will be the first way I'll show you. After she started pricing it, I just left it in her hands because when it comes to numbers, they just didn't do anything for my brain. I saw a number 2 and thought that must be a 6. So it didn't really do much for my brain. So I let her do all that work for me. And now that I know how to do it, which is really sad, I might play with it, but I'll get her to check it because I can't see me getting it right. She's so quick at it too. I just send it to her and say, oh, Frances, I spent this long doing this, and this is how much the yarn cost me, and this is how much this, and I didn't have to buy a hook because I already had one, and da-da-da-da. And then she comes back to me in like 5 minutes and it's done. I don't know how she does it. It's like she calculates everything's, you know, and occasionally, like the end of the year, she'll say, don't forget to pop on your overheads. You know, you've got your electricity, you've got, you know, the time, you've got places you've got to go to buy buttons for it, you've got to drive out, you've got to do this, you've got to pop on your overheads. And I went, we got overheads? So yeah, she does do all that hard work for me. That's things that I don't do. So I leave that in her hands. Already in the corner playing with the purple yarn. Paws off the purple. Oh gosh, everyone's fighting over the purple. And actually that's the yarn I need, which is this color here. The yarn I need for the crown for Thursday's tutorial, tomorrow's tutorial. I better get it done. It's only going to be a small crown anyway, so it shouldn't take long. But I did fuss looking for colors. I couldn't find the colors that I needed. The crown is very fiddly, so we're just going to make a basic crown. You know, one where it just looks like this, and it's just got those little, that's it. It's going to be a basic crown. If I find some colors, I'll add some. But I can't see that happening. I'll have a couple of colors on it anyway, so it looks cute. But I just can't see it happening with all the mixed colors that were on. If you saw the crown, I had a look at the crown. There was a lot of purple on it. There was a lot of reds. There's a lot of mixed colors in there. You can see in the side there was a bit of green somewhere. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to fit all those colors in this small tiny thing. So I'm just going to kind of wing it, make my own, you know, that kind of thing. You know, hide the purple from everyone, not just Franca, middle. Oh, what have I missed? Fluffy says, for beautiful daughters, I'd be lost without mine. I know, right, Fluffs, because look, again, it's their era anyway. Like for our era, we didn't do that stuff. Bosses did that for us. They worked out our salary. We didn't do that. But this for their era, and not even, it is pretty much our era towards a certain part of our working life. We started working out our own salaries to make sure no one was ripping us off. Yeah. But when it comes to this sort of thing, I was really unsure of it. I didn't know how the process was. So she did show me so many times, and I just sort of went, yeah, whatever, you do it. But the last time she showed me, because I wanted to learn to show you guys, I actually really focused on what she said. Now, before I upload it, I'll get her to watch it and make sure I haven't made a mistake. I'll get her to have a look at it. Mary, make a crown to wear. No, we're not wearing a crown. We're putting it on our wreath. Have you seen all the projects for the wreath, Franca? We've got the little balloons. Whee! These are the balloons that from my birthday month, January. Yeah, we've got the little balloons. And Luana chose the color combination of the heart that we made this week, but I'm tossing up whether to use the little heart that I made a couple of years ago. I'll think about it. And we've also got the little scarf and the beanie set, little matching set. We're so cute. Yeah. And we've got our butterflies. And tomorrow we do the crown. And we're up to date with our wreath. It means we don't need to make a project for the wreath until sometime in June. It's very exciting. It's very, very exciting. It's exciting that we've caught up. This was supposed to have been done during March, April, May, and then we all got sick, the whole family. We all got sick one by one, and I never did them. And I never did the wreath. But now the wreath is done. The little pieces are done, and this is our annual project. And if you're joining us and you didn't know that, every year we have an annual project, and this is our annual project this year. Next year we don't know what we're doing yet, but this year we're doing the wreath. Now the wreath, I think from memory, was it was decided because somebody, was it Kiki and Marty, or someone was talking about a wreath. I think it might have been Kiki. I can't remember who was talking about it. And I said, we should do a wreath for the annual project. Or they said, one of us said it. I don't know who it was. And I thought, that's a really good idea. I'm her lefty. She doesn't hide the yarn from... No, I don't hide the yarn from Middle, Franca. I can trust Middle, Franca. What's going on with you? Come on, Franca. We'll have to start trusting you again. You made me make this big jumper. Have you even started this sweater, Franca? Naughty girl. How are you going with it? Don't forget, you can ask me questions if you've got any issues with it. How's the ribbing going? I know you were doing the ribbing the last time we spoke. How's the ribbing going? Is it good? Yes? No? Yes? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? But there you go. So that's what we're doing this week, and next week we will be choosing colours for our scarf, not our scarf, I've got a scarf on the brain, for our vest on Saturday. Now, next week's Friday's vlog will give you information of what's happening for this month, June, the month of June coming. Not so much this month, the month of June. So that's our monthly vlog. I do a vlog every second or third week. Now, I don't set it anymore for a monthly vlog. I just do it when I remember or when I have to give you some important information, like when we had to do the sweater. I just did a vlog for that. When after the sweater was done and we were behind because of, the whole family being unwell, I did a vlog for that. So every now and then I'll just pop a vlog on, and it'll just sometimes be a surprise. And if I say there's something coming up this Thursday and it doesn't come up and a vlog comes up, it means that there's been a change of plans, and you'll get to hear in the vlog what has happened, which can happen occasionally. Yeah, went to Spotlight and they didn't have a wreath. No, I found the wreath at Lincraft at High Point when they were open, but the week later they closed down. And when I was purchasing the wreath, I said, oh, that's on special. And the lady said, buy them all because all this stock is going. And she was so angry. But I didn't know why she was angry. I thought she was getting snappy at me. She was angry because the store was closing down, and that meant she was losing her job. So, yeah, a lot of people ended up literally a week later. I went back the week later, it was gone. The store was gone. I said, wait a minute, where's the store gone? And now when you type it in on Google, it just doesn't come up at having a Lincraft at High Point anymore. It's gone completely, which is really disappointing. Very quick. It all happened like this. It was so fast. Ribbing is looking amazing. Oh, good. Take your time, Franca. There's no rush, yeah? But just to let you know, it's all there and all the information's available if you need it. Started the wreath, taking forever, done the little projects. Because it goes to show, Raylene, when I kept saying, oh, it's taking forever, it's taking forever. It really was taking forever. I didn't lie. It really was. Would love to stay on, but I'm getting tired. You have to go to work. Oh, of course you do. You have to work. You have a good rest. We've almost come to an end here on our live anyway. It's sad, Luana. You're absolutely right, Luana. It's very sad. I felt bad for her, but I didn't know why she was angry. I didn't ask. I was too scared to ask. She was already angry, right? And then the week later, they were closed, gone. In just under a week, it was gone. It didn't take no more than a week. I went there to buy that wreath specifically. I didn't buy anything else. If I knew they were closing, I would have bought zips, buttons. I would have bought the lot. I would have just gone crazy. But I just went there to buy the wreath. I left. I thought, oh, she was very angry at me that lady. But she wasn't. She was angry at the fact that they were closing, and it was so quick that they closed. I didn't know they were closing. I didn't know. Someone said something. It wasn't the sign up on the... It might have been, but I wasn't looking. I just went into the store, got what I needed, got out, hopped into the car, drove home. I was so busy. I didn't even think to look. So sometimes I have them on the window, big closing down sale. I didn't see a big red sign, nothing. Just a week later, it was gone. And Lincraft doesn't usually disappear like that. Usually gives you information. Usually says closing down sale, da-da-da-da, the rest of it. Never heard anything about that. Not at all. Mary, I will contact you sometime tomorrow afternoon. Yes, and let me know why that's happening, what's happening, Middle. And we'll talk about it on Saturday. I'm still getting emails from Lincraft here. Yeah, they're still open, but they're not open at High Point Shopping City, which is a big place. It was huge there. I do remember when I went there, there was only like 1 or 2 women serving, and it was really hard for them. But, you know, I didn't know that they were short on staff. I didn't know what they were doing. That's all right, Luana. We don't worry about spelling here. Oh, bye, Noni Nor. I'll chat to you soon. I'll message you. I won't ring. I'll just message. I don't do that. Yeah, so it's a little bit sad about Lincraft. They're still going. They're in the city, you know, they're over in South Melbourne or somewhere else, and they're everywhere else. They're just not around here, although there is one at a place called, oh, it's not Thomastown. It's a bit further than Thomastown. Thornbury? I can't remember. Oh, Epping, that's the one. There's one in Epping, which you probably doesn't mean anything for you guys. But for me it does, because I needed one local. And I don't order online from them. I just go straight there. When I need something, I go there. And lately, I've been going to a little local material shop here in Glenroy. An old, I wouldn't say an old shop, but it has been there a long time. And they've been there maybe 5-6 years. And I get my buttons from them. I get my zips from them. I even got the material. This material here, I didn't get this one. I got the other one. It's not in here, the blue one. I got the blue one from them as well. And it's a little private business, like it's a small business. The business owner's there and his wife usually runs it, and she's away overseas for a while visiting some family there. And he's running it by himself at the moment. But I'm thinking such a... that store's been around for years, and I never go there because I think it's going to be expensive, but the material I bought there was relatively cheap, and it's the cotton I always use with linings, so I was quite impressed. Anyway, I'll look online then for a wreath. Yes, the measurements I put on the actual wreath video, and I think I put on the measurements that I first saw on the wreath. I think it was 35. Had something to do with 35, but it's on that video. Check out the wreath video, and the measurements will be there. It's the first 5 minutes talking about the measurements anyway. So the actual video that we created the green wreath with is on, the measurements are on that. You got that? Okay, that's good. So yeah, check out the measurements and see if you can purchase something similar. If you purchase a smaller one, just make when you're doing the pattern, make less half doubles. Okay, I can't remember the amount of half doubles. I can't remember anything. It was just such, to me, that's such a long time ago, and it wasn't. It was only last week that we did it. But it's because I start recording it, leave it, make the whole thing. It took me a couple of days. Remember, it was taking me ages. And then I went back and continued recording it and already started editing that. And it was already edited, the first bit. And then the second bit I had to edit. It was all very confusing because it was done days apart. Well, many days apart because of what was going on. And so I thought, you know what? I just have to remember it, but I don't. So you do single crochets on both sides and half doubles in the middle, and then a set of half doubles. When you do your half doubles in the middle, just do less half doubles if you get a smaller ring. If you get a thinner one, like it's a little bit thinner than this, do less half doubles. The only thing I would say, getting a smaller one, it kind of have to be careful when you're popping these on. They may be too big for your small one. Yeah, they may be too big for your small. So the things that we're going to be popping on might be too big for the small wreath. So try and stick to a similar size if you can. If you find a bigger one, even better. And on Friday, when we put the wreath together, it's tutorials just putting the wreath together this Friday. That's all it is. I'm also going to talk about another way you can put the wreath together instead of sewing it to your wreath. There's another way where you can put the wreath together and then realize, oh, wait a minute, I really don't want an annual wreath. I'm going to take everything off and I'm going to pop all my Christmas gear on here instead. So I'm going to show you a way where you can have your projects all over it and then just take it off for Christmas if you want to do a Christmas one, or if you want to do an annual one with us, we're going to be sewing ours down. Okay, but there will be a version in there. I'll show you how to do the other way where you don't have to sew it down, and if you want to create for Christmas, you can instead. We're not doing anything for Christmas in that area. We'll be doing one project on the wreath for Christmas because we'll have our own Christmas gear that we're going to make this year. Long way away. We're not talking about Christmas yet. I know a lot of people already start thinking about it. I actually have already started thinking about Halloween. I haven't thought about exactly what I'm going to make, but I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for Halloween. I'm thinking I will be making something quick and easy, and I will also be maybe doing another one of those storytelling ones for Halloween. No puppet shows. That was too much work. Where are you putting the letters? I haven't decided, Raylene. That's why I need, once I finish tomorrow's project, which will be the crown, the way it looks, it's kind of almost halfway through the year, but not. We've got another, all of June will be halfway through the year, but that's just one more item from June, yeah? There's no major things happening for us in Australia for June. So it's one item in June that's going to go on that, and then we'll be halfway through the year. So if you look at your wreath, right, I'm using the wreath like a clock because there are 12 months in a year, yeah? So the December will be up here. So your January, let's see, January. Excuse me, just talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. I couldn't find January. Here we go. January will be around here somewhere, there. And then you'll have February. And then you'll have March. Oops. Some Paddy's Day as well. And then you'll have, I was sick during one of the months. I think it was April. I'm sorry. I was sick during April. And that's the matching beanie for May. Yeah. And then you're going to have all of your year in one whole piece. So I have to work out the lettering, which I'm going to work out to not have the lettering here. That's going to be the base of the wreath. See that line that we have there? The one that we did our single crochet on? It's starting to stretch a little bit, so it's not too bad. It's not that noticeable. Something else is going to be there. I haven't decided. That can either be June or that can be December. Maybe some opinions on everybody. What do you think? Shall we have their little slip for December? Maybe we can put our, we can make a Christmas star or something, or a Christmas angel. Oh, I could put an angel there. Oh, listen to me. I'm so excited. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the wreath. I still haven't really decided how I'm going to set it up. So I really have to spend tomorrow working out how I'm going to set it up. ELM letters. What's that for? What does it stand for? I don't know what it stands for. Tell me what it stands for. Oh, you mean you want those letters? When I start doing the letters, that's when we'll start talking about what letters you want to see. Okay, I will be doing Wow Crochet designs. I hope to fit them. I don't know how I'm going to fit it all on there. I don't know if it's the same letters that I made a few years ago on my jeans. I don't know if they'll fit on that. They were a good size, but I will find out. I still have them on, actually have them on my phone. I have charts on my phone. I took pictures of them on my phone and I keep them on the phone. And I'll tell you why, because when I'm out, if I've got yarn with me, the cotton with me, and then I realize, oh my gosh, I've forgotten the pattern. I've left the pattern at home. I just open up my phone and my patterns are there. I do that a lot. The phone gets filled up. I have to delete a lot of stuff after a while. But the patterns sit there on the phone so that I can work on them while I'm out. Yes, I would like those letters. Well, we're not ready to do the letters yet. I'm happy to write a few letters down now, but I know they're going to get lost. So when we're ready to do the letters, that's when I'll start asking you. Not now. There's no point doing it now. Don't tell me now because I'll forget. This book, by the time we start doing the letters, will be full. And it'll go in my little filing cabinet saying December then to January then. And I'll have dates on it and I'll put it away and I won't look at it again. So I won't remember the letters from here till when we start. So I'm going to wait until we're ready to do the letters before I ask anybody about the letters. I've got them all from A to Z. So all I need to do is do the letters that I need. And then I will ask you, what letters do you want to see on the channel? Not now. Pointless doing it now. Pointless. All right. So that's that. We've got everything sorted out for our wreath. Is there any questions you'd like to know about the wreath before we go ahead and start attaching things on Friday? I have to sort it out by Friday. Maybe we shouldn't do it on Friday. Maybe I should do a short Friday and we'll do the wreath on Monday. What do you say? Shall we do that instead? And then on Saturday we can talk about how we want the wreath set up. Or I can set the wreath up using a couple of safety pins or something, and then you can tell me whether you like it. I don't know. I haven't decided. I have to either decide by tomorrow or I have to set it up and wait till Monday. What do we want to do? Oh, you want the one that says yep. You want me to do a short tomorrow and the wreath? Sorry, let's try that again. A short on Friday and then the wreath on Monday. Do we do that instead? There's one in. Mary, there's one in. Oh, Jillian, hello. Hello, I didn't even know you're on. Hi. Hi, Jillian. Hello, hello. Mary, there's one in. I'm not sure what you mean there, but oh, you're talking about the Lincraft. Mary, have you heard from Paula? I have not heard from Paula. No, I have not heard from Paula at all. Yes. All right. You know what we'll do? We'll do that. I'll do a short on Friday. We'll all talk about, I'll set it all up. I'll set it all up on the wreath this week and I'll show you without it stitched to the wreath, just pinned to the wreath. And I'll show you what I want to do on Saturday mornings live. And then you guys can tell me yay or nay, what do you want to see? Because I think right now I'm not really sure how I would like it set up. And I don't mind trying something and then maybe making a couple of letters on the side. Letters that I can still make on the channel, like Wow Crochet Designs, W-O-W, there's 2 W's to make. So I can do a W and pop it on the wreath. Crochet, there's an O. I can pop an O on the wreath because there's 2 O's. Designs, there's 2 E's. I can pop an E on the wreath. So I can start doing that. There's one in Sunbury. Oh, Sunbury. Sunbury was where they had the biggest earthquake, Jillian. Yeah. Is there one in Sunbury? I'll have to check that out. Sunbury's are still a little bit out of my way. I think the closest one to me would be the one just after Thomastown, which is close to Epping. And Thomastown's not that far. We've got the freeway there. Bang, we're there in like, I don't know, 20 minutes. I think Sunbury's a little bit further for me, I think, from memory. So I don't think it's further. I think it's got the highway. I don't like highways. Listen to me. I don't like highways. She says as she goes all the way through highways to get to farms. She goes through all the way through highways to get to Bendigo. I don't like highways, but I still use them. So I'm going to hold the wreath out till Saturday morning, and then I'll show you what I came up with setting it out with some safety pins or, some sewing pins, and just pin it down and then show you, and you can tell me what you want to see, whether you like that or not. Welcome for the wreath would be nice. Welcome, we could do that. I still want to get Wow Crochet. My problem is Wow Crochet Designs. There's a lot of letters for that little wreath. I really have to think about it, I would really have to think about it. Mind you, we could just do the welcome on the wreath and I could put Wow Crochet Designs across the room. Why am I such a sucker for punishment? I am such a sucker for punishment. All right, well, look, that's something to think about. I think I'll do a short on Friday instead, and then we attach the wreath on Monday, because on Saturday I'll get your opinion on what you think. I'll set the wreath up and get it ready for you for Saturday, and you can check it out Saturday, and if you're happy with that, then on Monday we'll do the video vlog of attaching everything. Not the video vlog, the video for the wreath to attach all the gear that we've got so far. And I'll have a couple of the letters done by then too, so you can see the letters on the wreath. And I'll have them put on there by pins. I won't sew them down yet because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Don't you love it? She doesn't know what she's doing. How are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know? Do you use that voice? Oh, she doesn't know what she's doing. Whinge, 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 nag, nag, nag. It's a lot of fun when you're doing an annual project. But you see, at the end of the day, because it kind of has to suit you too. For me, I'm happy to do it and pop it up here, and I love the way it looks for me. But it has to suit you too. So you have to be happy with it, yeah? So your opinion matters, yeah? You need to do Wow Crochet Designs in picture form. Oh, I could do that, like in a blanket, like a mini blanket, and have it sitting somewhere. I could do that. Or I could do it in, I hate the idea of it, but a amigurumi kind of looking thing. The amigurumi letters, we can do that. Just need an L and M extra. The rest of the letters are in Wow Crochet Designs. All right, don't give me the letters now. Seriously, Corrine, if you give them to me now, I'll lose them. I'll forget. When we're ready to do the letters, I'll start asking everyone then, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? It's pointless now. I will lose it. I'm being honest. It's not that I'll lose it. These books that I use here for the channel, I go through them so quick because sometimes here's a truth, a bit of truth. I use the front part of the book for the channel, and then I take the book in the other room while I'm doing my patterns, flip it to the back pages, and use the back pages for patterns. There's a little bit of trivia there. And then when I feel like it, I bring out the computer and I start typing like a secretary, yeah? I did a secretary. So this book goes very quickly. It's usually gone within 2 months, month and a half, and it's finished. Sometimes I go back and say, hey, I've missed 2 pages. And you're not going to believe this, I just went back and there's 2 pages missing. That's hilarious. You can't plan that. Seriously, I missed 2 pages. Why would I do that? Oh, there's a pattern there. That's why. Oh, that's hilarious. You can't plan that. That's another thing you can't plan. The other day, the wreath fell off the table, rolled straight over to the table, around the chair and the table, and was hiding behind the chair in the middle of a live. You can't plan that. You really can't plan these weird things that happen. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to head off, but I want everyone to know that tomorrow we'll be doing our crown for the wreath. Friday, we're going to do a short, and on Monday, we're going to do set it all up on the wreath. I'll have it all set up Saturday with pins, and then you can decide. No, my luck, I'll get pinned and there'll be blood everywhere. I'm just a klutz like that. But I'll have it all set up and ready for you, and you can have a look at it. We will be choosing the color combination for our vest on Saturday. So all of this will be changed on Saturday. I don't know what's going on there. View message. There's a message that's missing. I don't know what's going on. I can't work it out. It's not letting me access the message. So whoever sent that message, I'm sorry. It's not letting me access it. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And once again, thank you, Fluffy Kitten, for thumbs up. Thumbs up doesn't cost you anything, and it does help the channel, and it helps YouTube know that you're still watching and you're still wanting to see lives from us. So thank you very much for joining us. Try to be good. Yeah. Ciao for now. Try to listen to me. Try to be good. Bye all.